Hello and welcome to another update video about ETH. So ETH might be following here this white structure, at least it is a scenario I'm tracking. We're still in the in the situation in which we don't really have a very clear bullish setup here. I want to show you three scenarios: a bearish one, a sideways one, which is actually also bearish, and the bullish one, which is not very clear yet, okay? So that you can be prepared for the most likely scenarios in this market. So Ether is much, I would say, much more bearish than Bitcoin these days, has suffered much more and hasn't held as well as Bitcoin has. I mean, if you zoom out a little bit, Bitcoin is basically already back up here somewhere, yeah, just below the breakout point. It's crazy. So Ether is much weaker at the moment, at least at the moment. So there is still the more imminent bearish scenario, which Ether hasn't invalidated. This is still possible in the yellow wave count, where we topped in a B wave here, and we're now coming down in a C wave. Now that could be an ending diagonal that might be shifting a little bit. The wave counts, maybe even this third wave isn't even finished here, circle wave 3, but that's not so important. I mean, it will be invalidated as it is if we see a break above 1643. I'm still watching it, but it certainly has become less likely with the latest push to the upside, also with regards to what Bitcoin is doing. So this is still one I have on the radar, but the price would need to break below 1530 to really confirm it. Yeah, because so far the bears have failed to do so, and they have failed to really follow through on this bearish scenario. Then we've got this triangle scenario, which I'm following with interest. I have to warn you that with this triangle here, which just indicates that, hey, you know, this is just a delayed sell-off basically. I'm following this with interest because in this scenario, we basically, the proportions work pretty well, but I don't have enough waves, and that's the warning. I don't really have enough waves to confirm a triangle. I literally only have two waves so far, and I've got the A wave, I've got the B wave, and look, from here it could go anywhere. I mean, I only have two waves. I need normally at least three in place to confirm a triangle. So it's very speculative. It's more a bit of an academic count here to give you an idea where things could be heading, and not as practical because, you know, from here, I mean, we have more than 10 Elliott Wave structures that are corrections, which could play out here. So I can't tell you, you know, it's this or that, but I'm tracking a corrective structure to the upside, and I'm watching if this is going to form a lower high, and it could turn into a larger triangle pattern. In the triangle, yeah, this would be an AB, and we're now moving up in a C wave, then a D and an E. This would complete yellow wave B, and we could come down from there. And in the C wave, that's where we are at the moment. C waves often are more complex corrective patterns. And in the C wave, I think we might have completed, let's go to the 1 hour chart. We might have completed a WX, yeah, and now we are in the Y wave, which is an ABC structure. And basically the A wave could be complete. So I'm going to add support for the B wave. So if this is a B wave that's coming down, then this is the support area. So as long as 1563 is holding, it should allow us to go higher in wave C of Y of C. C of Y of C. Yeah, so this is the area. Below 1563, a reset lower, even maybe below 1530 will get quite likely. But this is what I'm watching, and then we could complete this, this Y wave and target for the Y wave. For that, we take the length of the wave W. We go to the low of the X wave, and then the first target would be 1663. And then we've got 1691. It shouldn't really go much higher, because then it will get to the point where the triangle will be invalidated, and that's above 1750. Yeah, and then a more bullish scenario. Honestly, a more bullish scenario would only be able to develop within a diagonal. So I would have to assume that this move up that occurred between the 12th of October and the 16th of October, it was a wave 1, but only is a 3-wave move in a diagonal. So then a wave 2 to the downside. Also, this should be an ABC structure here. A, B, C. Wave 3. Then a 4 and a 5. And if we get 5 waves up, then and we invalidate the triangle, that would be probably quite bullish, and we could talk about okay, the low being in, and then we will be able to provide this waves 2 support. You know the routine, right? But this is a possibility, but I will only really be able to confirm that if we first of all form this ABC structure that you see there in white, and then another higher low and another higher high. That would give us 5 waves. Hopefully that's clear, because until then this is technically only a 3-wave move up. Yeah, that's my update about Ether. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.